Just ask my wife; she'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Close your virgin ears.
That's really gonna be my first impression of you. Like, really? Oh my god.
I like being honest. I don't like setting people up for, misinformation. Which is, if I could go back, I really would not have named. You've chosen fastest thing alive for my online name because it is quite a shit name to have. The first time I ever went to an SOS, the very first SOS, you had to basically write your name on like a comment section, basically saying I will be here. This is my name, blah 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 blah. So I did that, and me and my friend Mike were going in there, and they're like, "So what's your name?" And I said, "Fastest thing alive." And they gave me this look like, "I know we're all Sonic fans here, but you, my friend, are a fucking loser." And I was like, "Yeah, no, I can't really argue with that."
Oh my gosh.
Gosh, ever since we joined this thing, it's like I'm surrounded by Sonic fans, and I'm just the one person that goes, I liked it.
Fuck that blue dick.
I couldn't tell you, like, a terrible amount of stuff, but I
You don't deserve to live.
I'm sorry!
Yeah. Preston, tell him we're gonna meet at our next convention.
We're actually going to meet the voice of Amy for,
Oh, which one?
Lisa
Sonic
Ortiz.
one.
What?
Yeah.
What
The crappy one.
Again, which one? Amy hasn't had the best track record of voice actors.
Yeah.
Lisa Ortiz, she was the voice of Lena Inverse from Slayers.
Oh, what? The 4 Kids actor.
Yeah,
For kids.
She actually wasn't that bad, I didn't think.
Yeah, I think she's actually one of
I
the
liked
better
her,
ones.
so, I mean, she has a really good voice, and she's got really good,
She's actually really hot.
cast list.
If you see her, like see her pictures, she's actually really hot.
Well then.
Yeah.
At least we throw that out there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No.
At least she doesn't sound like Minnie Mouse. I'd love it if, like, Amy just stars in, like, the next Mickey Mouse cartoon. Like, oh, hey, Amy, oh!
I just love it if in like Wreck-It Ralph they actually have, Amy and Minnie Mouse in there. That'll just be weird.
Just be Rusey Taylor would just be like, bitch, don't steal my voice.
Anyway.
Roger Craig Smith linked that the other day, and he generally only links stuff that he's actually a part of, which makes me believe that Sonic may show up in it. Well, Mike Pollock has confirmed that Eggman's in it, but Eggman don't
Yeah.
speak.
But he might be voicing Sonic, or he might be voicing, Chris Redfield.
I know there's a zombie character in it, but I can't see them using, like, a Resident Evil character.
Well, he might be Resident Evil-esque.
Yes.
Resident Evil-esque.
Yeah.
It's the new Resident Evil spinoff.
Yeah.
Be badass.
Be more badass is having the freaky voiceover guy go, Resident Evil-esque.
I want that guy to announce everything I do.
He's the narrator of life.
Imagine if he was the narrator of fucking Powerpuff Girls. The city of Townsville.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, this is getting a bit too weird, so probably best start. Really.
Too weird.
Now I should warn you guys. Next, apart from seeing stuff that Entom tweeted, and he was a bit angry about E3.
Yeah.
I don't really know fuck all that's going on in it.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. Most of the stuff that Entom was raging about, I didn't really mind that much.
Yeah. Fanboy.
So it's like,
So wait, is E3 now officially over?
well, no, but all the conferences are, so it may as well be.
So what's still happening for it then?
What?
So if it isn't officially over, what's still going on for it then?
It's well, like all the conferences are over, but it's like all the journalists are making like I believe they're just making like the final rounds to get like demos and interviews and stuff like that.
So when's it actually closed down then?
I think it's either today or tomorrow.
Okey-doke.
Yes. So yeah, we're just going to go through each conference and just like talk about what they actually showed off and everything.
Cool. How are you recording the audio?
I've got my camera recording my TV. That's how we generally do the podcasts.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I can never get stereo mix to work. So
So what? It only records in mono.
I believe so. I just can't. The only way I can record podcasts is to literally have my camera pointed at my TV, which is linked up to my laptop.
Okay. Well, if you can only record in mono, most editing softwares have an option that like have you fill up the other speaker.
I don't know. It's just the way that's become the easy way to me. Because generally any other way that I try to do it, it overloads my laptop. So.
Well, the way Entom does it, which is something you guys may want to look into, is that everyone. I mean, it's more time consuming, but everyone opens up Audacity, everyone records on Audacity, and then whoever edits it, send all the files to that person, and then that person just goes through it, you know, and just kind of.
Yeah, we tried that.
Yeah.
It didn't work very well.
Yeah, and for a regular podcast, it doesn't really. It's a bit too much.
It's long and tedious.
Yeah.
And I don't have the patience, nor the technical skills to press record on, so I can't really do it.
Yeah.
When I
The
do a
lazy way is
two-person
always better.
commentary- When I do a two-person commentary over Skype, it's hard enough to get the two parts synced up, so I can't imagine getting like 5 parts to sync up.
Yeah.
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 Hi, I just talk.
Hello.
Hi.
Mike
How
out.
you doing?
Yeah, so, like, Nintendo had the pre-free stream all about the Wii U.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So like, the very first thing that pretty much everybody knew was that the Wii U is going to be the final name.
Oh, yay.
Yeah,
Luckily.
it's kind of growing on me, but it's still kind of stupid. But
Is it gonna be like you have to masturbate with a board? You just have to shake it really hard to get your whatever energy or coins or whatever you have to do?
Stop talking about No More Heroes. Nobody cares.
No More Heroes is not the only game that did that, okay? I swear.
What?
Okay, name-
have
Like,
masturbation in the game?
Yeah, like where the game where you have to do that jerking movement with the control and it just looks sick and awkward.
okay, what other games besides No More Heroes does that?
A lot. I mean,
Like
they
what?
didn't do it purposely. They didn't do it on purpose, but it just ultimately you would
Okay.
have to do the movement.
I'm pretty sure in No More Heroes they did do it on purpose because it's just that kind of game.
yeah,
No, I'm saying.
Well-
I'm sorry.
okay.
I'm sorry, Cardo. Go on.
Yeah, they also said that the controller is going to be called the Wii U Gamepad.
Awesome. I'm sure no one's going to call it that.
Yeah.
Just saying. I'm just
That's
going to
an
call it
original.
a controller.
I kind of just call it the Wii U Pad. So, because it's like the Wii remote was generally called the Wiimote by fans.
Yeah.
So, why Nintendo did not call it the Wiimote by default, I have no clue.
Yeah.
I think the biggest
Smarter than them.
bit of missed like marketing opportunity that Nintendo should have done, because you know everyone's been saying for years that Nintendo is too kiddie and should try and like reach more adult gamers. They should have totally brought out a Wiimote which doubles as a vibrator.
I remember that's what everyone was saying when they first came out. Like, oh yeah, it's a vibrator. Ha, it's funny.
Would have been genius.
Yeah, we've got a lot more hardcore games that way.
That someone did that. I don't know for sure if
Someone
they did, but
modded
there's
their-
some crazy fool who did it.
There's probably people who have done that with every controller, the N64 vibrator.
Oh god.
You could do
That's
that. You could do that to like work on 3 people at once.
Oh gosh. Mental images that will never leave me.
And this is why Nintendo doesn't hire me to create stuff for their consoles.
Because
Yeah.
you would double them as sex toys, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They also said that the gamepad will actually have a NFC reader, which is something like the Skylanders toys. Where you just like put the toy on the pad and it interacts with the game.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
I forget. Wait, is this? I forget. Is this the Wii U gamepad? Is this
Yeah.
basically? Is this basically the iPad? Like the iPad-like controller?
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe again, I haven't seen it properly. I haven't played it, so it could be genius.
Yeah.
But
Just like the
just looking at it, kind of looks stupid, and it kind of looks easily breakable.
Yeah.
Those could fail like the U-Draw tablet.
Well,
Well, it's the main controller, so...
yeah. So something they also showed off was the ability to control your TV using the gamepad.
Instead of using remotes like
Yes.
normal human beings. Oh god, we're becoming so lazy. Oh, the remote is so far away. I'll just use this tablet right here.
Because remotes
Wooly
weren't
is
already
coming
lazy.
true. Wooly is coming true. Nintendo's next console is going to be one of those chairs that just does everything for you.
Yeah.
I won't have to stand ever.
So we'll all become fat bastards.
We aren't already?
Exactly.
Yeah.
What do you mean become? Already there.
What are you talking about, Connor? You cray.
Right. They also said that the gamepad screen will actually have, because obviously you can flip the image between the gamepad and the TV. But they've also said that the screen will actually have no quality drop. So it won't actually be like a low resolution or anything. So it's like you're literally going to be carrying a HD TV in your hands.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
But obviously that means that the price is going to be a lot more.
Yeah, that was what I was waiting for. I was like, okay.
Yeah, do we have like a price estimate about
Nah,
how much
Have
no-
they said how much it's going to be, like, in
No,
total?
no price, but people were saying like at least $300 or something.
Well, I mean, when the Wii first came out, it was like $250, wasn't it?
Something like
No.
that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. So.
Then that's your own fault, Preston.
Yeah, like, why can't you hear anyone? Hello.
I don't know.
He just died.
That's what we get for inviting a deaf person to a Skype conversation.
Oh my
I'm
god.
sorry, that joke is terrible. I apologize.
I thought it was funny.
That's just your style, FTA. It's like anything that comes out of your mouth is funny, but you kind of regret it.
That is pretty much it. Like nowadays, I try to be more reserved. Like back in the day, I would just literally say the first thing that came into my mind, and that's why I've had to take down so many videos. They're just so bad. It's like, oh god, that's gonna bite me in the eye. Like if I ever become like successful one day, like in like a big, I'm working in like a big office type thing.
Huh?
Someone just types like my name and watches like some old like Tom videos, and oh Christ, that's bad stuff.
Mm.
Back alive, President.
He's
He's
kind
back
of
again, and it's about time too. But this time, he's in the mood.
Oh god.
Okay, what about your microphone? What?
Every time, God,
Every time.
there is always something that happens when we try to record a podcast. Something always
yeah.
has to go wrong.
And yet, this is still more professional than anything we've ever done at How About Comes.
well, FTA. Well, Tommy is a perfectionist. We all know that. Here, we just do whatever the hell we want.
You know, but this is Tom's job, so in that regard, I completely understand.
Well, yeah.
and respect the fact that he wants everything in that regard to be perfect, and I got no problems with that. Me, this ain't, I don't do this as a job, so I don't give a shit. And maybe if I did, Maybe if I did, I'd have more subscribers. But I'm far too lazy. I mean, that's the reason why, Christ, I got videos from like 3 years of SOS that's still waiting on my hard drive. I'm just lazy, dude. I'm just friggin' lazy.
Well, some people actually like that, and that's why they subscribe to you.
Okay, I can hear now.
And
Hey.
to all two of you, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, right. Next, they also showed off the Wii U Pro controller.
And what is the difference between the Pro controller and the regular controller?
Check
It
it out.
looks like an Xbox 360 controller.
Oh, no, that's one of the things I did see.
Wow.
And it looks, it's not just that the design, what's weird is that they have like the second analog stick where the button should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just noticed that. I was like, that looks really awkward to me.
I mean, well,
Of course, the N64 controller was awkward as hell.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's from my childhood, so I
Yeah.
Like,
That was like my first game controller ever.
Well, I'm sorry.
No,
I was
no.
a PlayStation child, so yeah.
Nerd!
No one loves me.
I'm sorry that my family was poor and all we could afford was an N64. God.
This 64 was badass, apart from, you know, the crappy sound.
And when you played Mario Party and it destroyed your hand.
Yeah.
I mean, growing up using an N64 and chronically masturbating and it ruined my hands.
Oh, for goodness sake.
That is another joke I should really stop making.
But you never will you?
Again, I'm just too lazy to change.
Yep. Right, they also said, right, you can gain hints at any point from other gamers. So it's basically like they've put Twitter into the console.
So wait, is that basically say that basically we're gonna have a basically unlimited amount of chows in our gamepad?
Yeah, but it's going to be other people.
Press X to
Oh,
slide.
I'm
gonna be a picture
expecting
between-
really bad things happening. There's gonna be like some phone sex thing going on. Or...
It's going to be a mixture between Chow and Navi. Just people going, hey, listen,
Yeah.
jump.
It's like Nintendo was saying that they're going to try and make sure that the system is clean of content. You know, like what people
Where's
put
the
on
fun
there.
in that?
It's like you know they're never going to be able to keep up with it.
No.
But
No, as long as sex sells, there will be online strippers on Wii U.
yeah, and especially considering you can have video chat with anyone.
Huzzah!
So it's pretty much they're adding Skype onto the Wii U.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty much.
Well, that's what people do. It's like, if this works, we're gonna steal this idea.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing. So, you know.
That was wacky Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, at the end of that video I showed DJ and Preston, you know, the one with the
Yeah.
superhero figure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
Funny.
god.
Oh,
It's
that
like
was
it-
terrible.
That remind me. That seemed like something Preston would do to me.
Was that video like professionally made? Because it
Yes.
it looked like a really, really bad sketch.
Yeah.
Well, considering that's the
I'm
Wii
kinda
U
thinking the
way,
same.
everything about it is stupid. So
Just looked like, and I hate using this word, but it looked like a bunch of hipsters doing it. You know, like he had like the nerdy glasses, and it was all like using all this slang, and it's like, "Hey man, oh hey, thanks, Dan." And then the guy on the old guy was like, "Call me Grandpa." And he's like, "No, that's a bit weird."
why do you think the only thing people actually liked about that was the action figure?
Yeah, well, see, I didn't watch it when it first came out, and a bunch of people were uploading pictures to Facebook of that action. You know, like when a new character is introduced in Brawl,
Yeah.
that's like the thing, like new character approaches. A bunch of people uploaded that picture as like nondescript action figure, like new character look. I was like, man, Nintendo were really getting lazy with their characters. Like, I actually thought it was a real thing. I was like, fair enough, you know.
Oh,
If Rob the Robot get into a game, why can't this guy?
Yeah, I'd actually prefer him to be in the next Smash Brothers. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, what Nintendo would kind of really mainly talk about was the Miiverse. That's like going to be the next big thing. It's going to allow you to talk, leave messages and images on the Wii U's main menu, so that other people can sort of see it.
So Facebook.
Yeah. But you'll also be able to transfer content also made by other people using the system. And you'll also be able to access Miiverse through other systems like the 3DS, your phone and PCs and stuff like that.
So it's Skype, Facebook and Mega Upload combined into one.
Yeah.
Okay, seems legit.
I just want to play video games, okay? Golly!
That's pretty much what everybody was saying at this year's E3.
Yeah.
And then they showed off the last little stupid thing. If you're browsing on the internet on the tablet, you can put curtains over the TV so that people can't actually see what you're looking at on the internet browser.
Also, that's going to make looking up porn so much easier.
Yeah, I was about to say, for you porn addicts.
Yeah, you can literally open the curtains at any point so that people who are watching TV can see what you're looking at.
Hey, check this out, Grandma!
Oh, the amount of people who are going to be abusing that little mechanic.
Oh, yeah, that's already... there's so much on this that is going to be abused.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like...
Thing is abused ever.
Yeah, I mean, overall, this pre-E3 thing, it definitely made the Wii U look better, but it's still pretty stupid.
Did they talk about the game?
Nah, they saved that for their actual E3 conference. The whole pre-E3 thing was just basically introducing the console.
Have they released specs for it? Like how, like in terms of graphics, like is it on par with like PS3, like 360?
I believe they said
is it better.
I believe they said it's at least a little bit better than the PS3. So.
Well, that wasn't that good because when like the PS4 and Xbox 720 come out, which would be double what it currently is now, Nintendo will still be a generation behind.
Yeah, most likely the next gen Xbox and PlayStation will be similar to like that tech demo Square Enix were showing off.
And I haven't seen that. I mean, all I can say is that Nintendo kind of need to stop doing that. Again, I'm not really much of a gamer, so ultimately I don't really care because I haven't got a stake in it.
Yeah.
It just seems silly that they would, for the second time in a row, create the console that apparently will not be on par with what the next ones are.
Well,
yeah,
essentially
well, it just sort of means that really the fact that if Nintendo are seems to be a generation behind, it means that the price has gone down because it's easier to develop the equipment and stuff.
Yeah.
So it makes it cheaper to make, so it's easier for more people to buy.
And not only that, it gives them the advantage of, oh yes, our graphics aren't as good, but we're fine. We got you get to swing your hands and fists around, and you get to talk to people online. I mean, their biggest selling point is going to be the features, which of course, I mean, I'm not going to be surprised if also the PS4 and the Xbox 720 also have just as good features, but I'm really kind of getting pissed off at we just kind of going, yeah, we'll just stick with some gimmick and downgrade our graphics because then we don't get as many good games on the Wii.
Yeah, we saw how that went with the Kinect, so they're like, ooh, shiny. We're not going to give you any more good games, though. And,
jump up and down!
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Sonic Free Riders is the greatest game. You see, it says on the screen, when you move your feet, Sonic moves, except it doesn't. And when he stands still, he actually moves. It's a genius. That game's a puzzle. That game's a thinking game. You have to, the controls lie to you. You have to work your way around it. It's absolutely genius.
Yeah, it's all the idiots believe it's a racing game. No, it's a puzzle game.
Exactly.
That explains everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, then the next up is Microsoft's conference.
Woo!
Oh,
Connect.
God. Ugh. Right, obviously, straight away they kick things off with Halo 4.
Oh yeah, no, that's the best game ever.
Yeah.
No freaking way. I'm
Yeah.
so surprised.
Can't wait for Medal Honor Call of Duty.
Yeah, I mean-
Sister shoot the Muslims.
Yeah, I mean, I like Halo, but I'll openly admit it's just another FPS. And I'm sick of FPSs.
I thought, again, I haven't played much Halo, but I thought Halo was a third-person shooter.
It originally was, but then it became a first-person shooter.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they showed off the next Splinter Cell Blacklist.
I didn't even know they were still making Splinter Cells. I
Yeah.
thought they stopped at 3 or 4 or something like that.
It was like the biggest innovation, really, that they're adding to it. Is that it's going to use Kinect voice commands.
Go to hell, Microsoft. Go to hell.
And then just to further the Kinect bullshit,
Oh, son of a...
EA came on saying Madden and FIFA are becoming better with Kinect voice commands.
Oh no!
Why are we stupid? Why do we hire stupid people into Microsoft? Why did Microsoft say, hey, let's get a bunch of idiots and put them all in a room and they'll come up with some really shitty idea and we'll make it into a game?
It's the same reason why people keep hiring Michael Bay to make films.
Yeah.
Of course, explosions!
It's just stupid enough to work.
With the abdomens and the robots and the saving of the planets and the explosions.
Mike Bill Cosby, calm it down.
I need a cigar.
That's what was sorely lacking in Microsoft E3 concert. Copious amounts of Jello.
Yeah. Then they showed off Fable the Journey, which of course is Kinect
I
bullshit.
don't want to talk about Fable Journey. Fable Journey isn't even a part of Fable. That's a lie.
Mm.
How
Then-
did they use a good game and rape it? Ah.
Oh, then they showed off Gears of War Judgment, the next Gears of War. Is that?
Wait, wasn't Gears of War 3 supposed to be the final Gears of War?
I thought so, but then they said, let's make a prologue.
Hey, if Halo's gonna make another one, why can't we?
Yep. Then they shut off the next Forza. Which it isn't going to be like the other ones. It's basically just going to be Need for Speed. What the?
Sorry. What happened?
I don't know. Ah! Of
They died.
course! Yay!
Yay.
And now a moment for our fallen comrade.
Everything always has to go wrong. Like I said.
It's all Preston's fault.
Yep.
See, in terms of the Microsoft conference, I've only seen one thing, and so I just keep waiting until you get to the one thing I've seen.
Okay, yeah. Then they started talking about all the pointless additions that are coming to the entertainment section. You know, like Nickelodeon, Paramount, Machinima, NBA, NFL, ESPN getting bigger.
Machinima, isn't Machinima just like a YouTube channel?
Pretty much.
Basically, yeah.
But considering this is what I don't get. They're going to be adding all these different things to Xbox Live and whatever. But of course, you need to have a gold account in order to access them.
That's why I don't want to get a 360, because I
Yeah.
like having stuff for free. We had the PSN network. May got hacked, but I didn't pay for it. None of my information got nicked, and I got 2 free games out of it. It's
Yeah.
nice, Microsoft. For a system, for a feature I barely use, I got 2 free games that have been not inconvenienced at all.
And I mean that's the thing which I constantly get annoyed about with people saying, "Oh, it's you can pay £2. It's not much." It's like, why should I have to pay more to play my games online or access YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook on my Xbox when I can just turn to my side and use them on my laptop for free?
Yeah.
It's like, hell, you can even access things like that on your phone for free, so why the hell should I have to pay for them?
Microsoft, because Bill Gates needs another private jet.
Yeah.
He's only got 16, man. Don't Bill Gates deserves another private jet.
Yeah. I guess I have to get Preston back in.
Yeah, he said I'm frozen.
Oh,
can't-
God.
Okay.
Right. Then they showed off the next pointless addition to Kinect, a Nike sports trainer. It's basically Wii Fit for the Kinect.
But brought to you by paid advertising.
Yeah. It's like, why?
This is the biggest, this is the most pointless use of the Nike brand since Sonic Smile and Sonic Heroes.
Yeah. Oh God. Then they decided to talk about probably the thing that they were most interested in showing off, Xbox Smart Glass, which basically connects your phones, tablets, and the 360 together. So it's just weird. So like you can use your phone to browse through like the 360's menus and everything. It's like, why would I want to do that? It's like they're even showing like if you have your tablet connected while you're watching a movie, your tablet will show extra information on the movie. It's like, why would I care?
Yeah.
I just want to watch a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they obviously showed off Internet Explorer is coming to the 360.
Yay! The best internet browser
Does
ever.
anyone even still use that?
I don't know.
People that don't think that they can install other internet browsers that are 10 times better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But of course, then they said that you would have to need a gold account in order to use it.
No, thanks.
Oh God. Then they moved on to a live demo of Tomb Raider, which actually looks really good. And they said that the DLC is coming first to 360, but yeah. Then they showed off a load of, I believe they're Xbox Live arcade games, which nobody really cares about. Then they showed off another boring demo for Resident Evil 6.
Resident Evil 6.
Well, I don't think they've got the usual announcer for that part for Resi 6.
Bastards!
I believe they got. I think it's whoever's now voicing Shadow.
What, Kirk Thornton?
I believe it's him.
You've got this, Chris.
I believe it's him going Resident Evil 6.
Oh, thank goodness I'm on.
Hey.
Hey!
I hate my computer.
Then they showed off Racketeer for the Kinect, which is literally Angry Birds.
Oh my.
Because we need another Angry Birds clone.
Yeah.
I mean, we
There
really
is
did.
there is literally no difference apart from the fact that it's in 3D. It's like, oh my god. But then thankfully, one of the biggest saving grace for the for the Xbox conference, as the South Park RPG had its trailer shown.
That was the one thing I've seen.
A South Park RPG.
Yes, it was awesome.
They came out and Matt and Chew. What's that thing that they just brought out that connects all that shit together?
Smart Glass.
They came out and Trey Parker pretty much just made fun of that.
Yeah.
That made me laugh. And the game itself, it's called like the Stick of Truth.
Yeah.
It looks. I'm not a big fan of RPGs normally, but I will be buying this game when it comes out. I mean, it is coming out for PS3 though. As well,
Yeah.
then I will definitely be picking it up.
Yeah, I mean, it that entire bit where they were just like mocking the Smart Glass and just showing off the trailer, everything was just brilliant. I mean,
Next to your phone, and connects to your oven, where you sit in the refrigerator. I love Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
Yeah. I haven't actually watched South Park in years, but yeah, I really do like South Park, and that RPG I will be getting.
Really funny. I mean, they really can be, and that would be an interesting game to see.
Yeah, the trailer did have a lot of funny moments.
I love the fact that it ends with there's like a giant Clyde for some reason.
Yeah.
And like the character on it just ends with Cartman screaming, "Holy fucking shit!" It's the best way to end the trailer. It's amazing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 'cause I mean that was easily the highlight of Microsoft press conference.
I am surprised why they were on, because if it's not exclusive for the 360.
I think it was because they obviously had to show it off, and Microsoft was saying, "Oh, could you actually come to our press conference and talk about it?" Because they were saying that how they literally got to leave to continue working on it.
They were on again. I didn't watch the only conferences I've seen was the South Park ones, but a lot of people were saying that was the best one because they kept it short. Again, I haven't watched it, but apparently a lot of the conferences dragged on like way longer.
Yes.
But the South Park guys are literally like, this is our game, it's going to be an RPG, it looks just like the show, we have to go now, to work on it, sit out.
Yeah.
They're on stage for literally less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, and that's how I wish the entire everybody's conference had been. But yeah, everybody else pretty much just stretched things out.
I think the saddest thing is that the best part was a game based off a TV show franchise.
Yeah.
And that really shouldn't
South
be
Park
the
of all
case.
things.
Yeah. And then just to finish it off, they pretty much made it that this year's press conference was complete reverse of the previous 2 years by showing Call of Duty last.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, because that's the usual thing with Microsoft. It's like they'll start with Call of Duty and they'll end with Halo. This year they reversed it. But yeah, another Call of Duty, who fucking cares?
The 14-year-old America.
I will not sit here and listen to you badmouth one of the gaming franchise that comes out with a completely brand new and original title every single year. How dare you besmirch the people putting so much hard work and effort making sure each game is different than the last. Up yours, Carto, you no-talent bastard.
Well, moving on to then if that's the type of thing that you like, then EA have you covered.
Right, sports games and franchises that no one cares about.
Yeah, that is literally what EA's conference was.
Ha! I was just taking a guess there. That's genius.
Yeah. I mean, first they showed off Dead Space 3, which they revealed has co-op and more emphasis on the action, not on scares.
Oh, but the scares are the best parts.
When are they gonna get to the fireworks factory?
Yeah, then they showed off more of the EA Sports games, and they were determined to show off like how they've got a new physics engine for, I think it was Madden. It's like, who the fuck cares? You're going to be too far away to even notice.
The dots are hitting each other so realistically.
Yeah. Then they said SimCity Social is coming to Facebook.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they said
so
that.
excited, I just can't hide it.
Then they literally showed off another SimCity coming to the PC, which has
Oh my gosh, I
multiplayer.
remember this time about GameStop and like the voices that were announcing us. They sounded like people who have never touched video games in their life.
Yeah.
They sounded like businessmen. It was so creepy.
Yeah, I saw the trailer on YouTube this morning. I was like, okay, yeah. And then Godzilla comes out of nowhere and destroys the city. I'm like, what is this?
Well, see, is that?
Yeah.
So what? So there's a new Sim game coming out. It wouldn't be good because my wife freaking loves The Sims. So I assume I'll be fine.
It's not-
then.
it's not-
different.
Yeah, it's not The Sims, it's just SimCity, where you're actually creating your own
SimCity?
city.
Oh, fuck that shit then. Okay.
Yeah. The only interesting thing about SimCity is the ability to actually destroy everything.
Yeah, basically.
Can you
That's what I got
can you
out of
summon-
that trailer.
Can you summon chaos?
Yeah, pretty much. You could summon Godzilla, apparently, according to the trailer.
Yeah. Yeah, I've only played one SimCity game, and the most fun I ever had in that was just destroying the towns.
The city's been fucking destroyed.
Congrats.
Yeah,
Well, actually, because the only one I actually played was the Sega Saturn game, and in that you can actually get a statue of Sonic.
Nice.
It's so weird.
yeah, I thought the SimCity was cool until the actual Sims came out. I was like, yeah, this is way cooler.
Then EA started blabbing about the Battlefield 3 Premium membership.
What? What is
Tell
this?
me more, Cardo.
Well, for $50, you can gain access to all the DLC.
That's such a discount.
Oh,
I wish, like, I know this is a audio podcast, but I wish we could just upload one of them pictures of 60 Spider-Man with his arms in the air saying, "And not a single fuck was given that day." 'Cause that's pretty much how I feel.
Yep. Then they decided saying, like, there's going to be DLC coming to Star Wars The Old Republic, as if nobody could see that coming. Then again they showed off another FPS with Medal of Honor Warfighter.
Medal of Honor Warfighter. What's different?
Then they showed off Madden Social, which is coming to Facebook.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh.
gay.
Yeah, that's what gays did pretty much.
And then they pretty much made FIFA 13 entirely pointless and all that by saying that if you played FIFA 12, you can carry over all your stats. Which pretty much means that FIFA 13 is just a DLC package.
Yay!
Why did they do that?
Yay. Money, dear boy. We've got to have money.
Yeah.
Well, they could get as much money by just literally making each further one as DLC.
That's what they're doing, but you know, they're going to put it on a disc, sell it in shops, and charge 70% more.
Yeah.
From a business standpoint, it's completely genius. From a consumer standpoint, fuck those guys.
Yep. I'm so fucking sick of
It's
flicking
like
through.
bending over and asking for it.
Yeah.
Asking for what?
Oh, you know.
Oh.
I do know, but
You
I
are the fastest man alive, aren't
I
you?
just want to hear you say it first.
Dicking. A good hard dicking.
I must be older than you guys, because dicking, like I've never heard it referred to as that. Never heard it referred to. I'm gonna give you a dicking. Fair
He
enough.
is never. He just comes up with words. I'm pretty
No,
sure.
I don't. That is for Forlius and Importorium Lost City.
Emporium.
Totally.
Emporium's a real word, numbnuts.
I already know that, you fast dude.
Crazy kids and your slang.
And this is what I have to put up with.
Don't be
Like,
mean. Hey, you invited us to
Yep.
come to Otaku Place, so don't even.
Yeah. Well, strangely enough, back with EA, the thing which actually got the most round of applause, but I swear this had to be forced.
Was when they left.
Yeah.
There was a sign that said, clap, damn it,
Yeah.
clap.
They said that they're teaming up with the UFC.
But don't UFC already have a bunch of games that sell pretty well?
Yeah.
Oh.
So now EA are going to be making them.
Hooray!
Oh my
I don't care.
gosh!
Yeah.
If
No one gives the crap.
some people clearly will, because those games, kind of are like WF games, sell a lot. But I don't play them, so I personally don't give a. But I know my brother and one of my best friends will, because they always play those games. But yeah, I don't care.
And then they showed off the new version of Need for Speed Most Wanted. Which
Why would they make a new version? The game's like, didn't they do like 2 different makes of it?
yeah, it's like this is a new version of Need for Speed being made by a completely different company.
Oh boy.
So it's like, okay.
Yay.
And then to end it all, they showed off Crisis 3. Another fucking FPS.
Yay.
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting tired of just saying yay to everything. Can we,
Yeah.
like...
Just like do jazz hands. We won't hear it, but we'll know you're doing it.
Okay, I'm doing it now.
You don't have to say that, sweetie.
Oh, okay.
And then we move on to Ubisoft, who I will say right now had literally the best press conference out of them all.
Now, is that saying much?
Um,
It's easy. No.
well, kind of. Yes, as ZZ said, so for some fucking reason, Tobuscus was co-hosting.
Who?
You did not just say that. Hold on. Okay. I got
Don't,
it covered.
don't.
Don't.
What?
He's literally one of the big YouTube personalities.
He's literally the best person that's ever lived.
But he was reading.
Whoa.
But literally, he was reading off a
He's so
script.
busy.
It was all scripted, and it was like, oh god, he's sold out.
So,
He's
They
the
brought
one
in-
ago, but he's
Well,
Yeah,
still...
I feel like it.
okay, wait, so they brought in a YouTube guy. What does he do on YouTube?
He kind of is like me, but more insane.
And and what do you do on YouTube?
Nothing. Absolutely
I-
nothing.
I think really the only thing I know Tobuscus has done is like when they release a trailer, he'll do like a dramatic telling of it, like
I
Yeah,
just sent
he
you a
used to. He
video.
does not do that anymore.
oh
Yes, he does. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
No,
like every now-
is he like the nerd, the critic? Does he do commentary like Anthem? Is he like Eagle Raptor? Like, what type of YouTube personality is he?
He just
He's
does
crazy.
comedy stuff.
he basically just does whatever he can to be
Yeah, I mean,
funny.
he really just does whatever. It's
Okay.
weird. I can't place him.
But for some reason he was co-hosting, but literally he was just reading off a script. So
That's because Ubisoft sponsors him now because he like loves Assassin's Creed. So now he does these Let's Plays with Assassin's Creed, and every time a trailer comes out of Assassin's Creed, he does a literal trailer of it. So
Oh, that
Yeah.
makes me sick now that I know that.
Sell out.
yep.
That's
So-
really sickening.
So then they they showed off Far Cry 3. So yes, another FPS. How many times am I going to say that? They had a trailer for Splinter Cell. Then they showed off Avengers Battle for Earth for Wii U and Kinect. So oh god.
Wait, this was supposed to be the good one?
Yeah. Then they actually showed off Rayman Legends, which actually looks pretty good.
I saw the trailer for it. It looked fun. Like, but I'd be lying if I said I kind of preferred how Origins, like the kind of 2D like animation style. I just thought kind of fitted better.
Well, I
to
thought that's
the
what
3D
Rayman Legends was.
Well, the troll. Tom uploaded a trailer, which I assume he got from the conference, and that looked like 3D.
It's got like 3D. It looks like it's got 3D backgrounds and stuff, but like all the characters are 2D.
Well, the one again, maybe I wasn't paying attention, but everything looked like 3D to me. Although the one bit where they're like running through like the fire section and it's like a rock like song in the background, that bit looked really cool.
Yeah.
So
they were generally showing off the Wii U version and like what the gamepad user will do.
Well, is it? Well, I heard that that's going to be a Wii U exclusive. Although
I think so. Well, I think it is. I don't know.
The last Rayman game was a Wii game.
No, well, Rayman Origins is pretty much on everything. So I don't really know. Well, all I know is that they were showing the Wii U version at least, and they were just saying like how the person who's using the gamepad will have to use the touchscreen to like interact with the environments to clear pathways and such.
That kind of looks like it'd be really boring for the person doing that bit. Like
well,
the person playing the fairy, the person playing Rayman is gonna have a good time. But the other guys.
Well, really, to me, it kind of looks the reverse because the person who was playing like Rayman and that lot, all they were doing was just running from side to side, but the person who was interacting with the gamepad. The person who had the gamepad, they were like having to slash vines to clear pathways, and there was a bit where they had to keep in time with the music to allow the characters to jump to the next platform.
Well, see, or like the guy with the gamepad kind of looked like he was just having to do like an intense quick time event, and I hate quick time events in games. So maybe, you know, again, it could just be that personally that looks less fun to me. Given the option, I would rather be Rayman doing like actual platforming rather than the guy doing that quick time event. Again, I haven't played it. Could be fun playing it. So until I actually play it, I'll reserve judgment. But just looking at it, it looked like playing on the screen would be more fun than doing the Wii U pad thing, or gamepad, touchscreen, quick time, kill me now.
Yeah. Well, they also showed off Zombie U, which is set in London. So obviously they were trying to show off how British it's gonna be.
Yay!
It's just from what I could see, it's just zombies in London.
School.
So it's like 28 days later, basically.
I don't know. Then they quickly showed off Rabbids Land, Your Shape, Sports Connection, Assassin's Creed 3 for the Wii U, Shoot Mania, and then came really the big thing, which everybody was kind of talking about for the Ubisoft conference, which was Watch Dogs. That was the thing which I showed Caesar and Preston.
What is that? Because I've seen a lot of people going on about how Watch Dogs looks awesome. What is it?
I think really the best way to describe it, it's sort of like GTA mixed with Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
And you basically have to, from what I could see, because they were showing off the PC version, but they were saying it's going to be coming to consoles too. It's going to be like you use different, you interact with virtual things, like you can mess around with people's phones to disrupt the signal to get into different places. And you basically can figure out like who's talking on phones and stuff like that.
You're the nerdy version of a GTA hero.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're playing as a cyber terrorist or something.
Think Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, but the big thing right at the end, the thing which got most people interested was when they moved away from the character they were following for the entire trailer, and then showed another character playable, who was literally a different player. So it's kind of like showing that there's going to be co-op, but it's going to be everybody's playing a different character and has their own different role to play in the grand story.
So it's kind of like a mini MMO?
Kind of, yeah. But it's like different characters will have different things to do and different objectives. it's kind of really hard to explain without seeing the trailer. But yeah, it's like that was literally the most interesting thing that was shown throughout the entirety of E3.
And this tells us one thing. We are losing it.
Yep.
I think we knew that like a long time ago.
I know, but this just reassures us.
Yeah.
After this much disappointment, I'm just like exhausted.
Yeah.
Disappointment makes me tired.
Well, trust me, the next one is the next conference which people were really saying was the best, but I found the most boring. And that was Sony's.
I'm not
What
surprised.
did they have?
Well, in typical Sony fashion, they opened with a montage, which was it was like 5 minutes long and just showed everything we already know. So it was just them saying, you know, look at all this shit that's available on our consoles.
Yeah.
We got games. Look.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Then they kicked things off with Beyond, which is being done by the same people who made Heavy Rain.
Quick time. The
Yeah.
game.
And it looked good, but all they showed off was basically a cutscene. There was no gameplay at all. So it's hard to
I
get
hate it when
excited.
they do that.
Yeah, it's hard to get excited for something which is literally just a cutscene.
Yeah.
Oh, there was gameplay in Heavy Rain.
That's true.
Nothing.
Walking. And grabbing.
Yeah.
And a little bit of sexy.
And a whole lot of Jason. Then they moved on to their Smash Brothers ripoff.
Hooray!
Do you want to say? I say quickly. Again, I don't really follow this stuff, but I saw on Facebook someone linked that when Sony uploaded the first trailer to YouTube, in the tags they even put like Super Smash Brothers Brawl, Smash Brothers, like in
Oh
the
my
tag.
god!
Apparently, so yeah, man. So it's like even. Again, I personally, I'm not like a bunch of like hardcore Nintendo people. Like, how dare Sony try and steal, Smash Brothers? Blah, blah, blah. I'm just thinking like I'm surprised it's taken them this long to do it. Because everyone steals stuff from everyone. I mean,
Well, for me, it's not the fact that they're doing it. It's the fact that they're literally not hiding it. I don't mind them doing like a crossover between loads of Sony characters. I just wish that they hadn't literally just taken Smash Brothers and said, "Let's do that."
Yeah.
Because I mean, Sega are doing crossovers, but they're at least doing something different.
Well, as much as I support him, Sega Superstars Tennis and go karting, they kind of just.
Yeah, I mean, I would have much preferred it if it was like, say they did like a Tekken style, or just like a general one-on-one fighting mechanic instead of just being Smash Brothers.
DC versus Sony. Have Scorpion just tear off Rapper the Rapper's head.
Yeah.
I'd pay to see that.
I'd fucking fancy it every
Yeah.
day. Come here.
It's like the thing which we were sort of discussing in the last podcast is like PlayStation Battle Royale. It's literally just beat up everybody until you fill up a bar, then you can actually gain points. So if you played Smash Brothers, it's just race for the Smash Ball, then you instantly win. That is basically Battle Royale.
Now I'll show you.
Yeah, it's not interesting to me because it's taken the most boring, the most annoying part of Smash Brothers and made it its own game.
Yeah, Yeah, when I play Smash Brothers, I always turn off the Smash Balls and like all the items and everything.
Yeah, and plus, really, with everything that they showed off with the gameplay, I was having trouble distinguishing all the characters. It's like there's, I don't know what it was, but some of the characters just sort of blended in with each other.
It's because Sony has really no original rogues gallery or character gallery. Their character selection is limited in when it comes to exclusive characters to their franchise.
They should have made this on the when it was on the PlayStation 1, because back then characters like Crash, Spyro, even Lara Croft would have been considered, you know, kind of Sony only character. Like, I guess was the first two made on the Saturn? I forget.
Yeah, it was, but most people played it on the PlayStation.
Exactly, and like characters like Crash and Spyro, and maybe Mega Man, because at that point I think there was only like one other game.
Yeah, they could have gone away with Mega Man from Mega Man Legends.
At least.
Well, yeah, like,
Mega Man Legends was on N64.
Oh, was it? I don't know.
Well, yeah, like I think one game was on the N64, but like Mega Man had like Mega Man 8, Mega Man X3, 4, 5, 6. I think it had I think the 3D game was on it as well.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, but again, back then there was just more characters. Again, like nowadays, I think a lot of the PlayStation exclusive ones, like say, I'm trying to think of ones. Like I think isn't Uncharted.
And Nathan Drake is actually the main character from Uncharted. He's going to be in the game.
Oh, there you go. You got Nathan Drake. You got, I guess, Parappa the Rapper.
Which makes sense.
Makes sense. And I'm trying
but one character which they did, one character they did reveal, which to me is kind of proves that Sony were kind of running out of ideas. They've got Big Daddy from BioShock.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, those poor people.
I don't. Is that why is that a bad thing?
Because BioShock was on the 360.
It's not exclusive.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So it's like, well, okay, you're showing off a character that was on another console, not as like a special guest, but as a main character.
I will say though, if they have, because you know, like how you know on Brawl they had like Sonic and Snake.
Yeah.
As like guest characters. If they have for guest characters, classic Crash and Spyro, none of this like rebooted shit, but like the original characters, classic Mega Man and Sonic, because Sonic, Sonic's since he's gone multi-platformed, Sonic has done well on like PS3 and shit, and like PS2. Yeah. I will buy that game day it comes out. If they have Crash, Spyro, Mega Man, and Sonic, that game, I'll be like, I'm buying that game and just using these characters. Fuck you, Parappa the Rapper.
Here's my problem with the character selection they've made. With Super Smash Bros. Brawl, all the characters pretty much had the cutesy Japanese anime style in art. You have Kratos fighting Papa the Rapper. That doesn't work. It doesn't translate well. Artistically, it's like you took...
Yeah, that's the biggest thing with Sony right now. It's like most of their characters are too realistic. They can't...
I would say, I would argue that Brawl's characters models kind of are all over the place. Because you got characters like even characters within the same universe, like take Princess Peach and say Wario, both from the same game series, but they don't look like they should be together. Mixed with characters like Captain Falcon, which is like pretty much a realistic looking person. Mixed in with things like Pokemon and Kirby and like Donkey Kong. So I would say, which it's the fact that most of them are cartoony, makes it blend in. But I would even still argue that even if you really look at it, Brawl is just as much of a juxtaposition. It's just the fact that with this one, most of them tend to be more human looking.
Yeah.
I think if it was more kind of cartoony, perhaps the Rapper type characters with a few humans, it go over a bit more. It's just that again, to me, like I haven't seen the full character selection, but I don't really have a problem with it per se.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for me, it's just the biggest problem is the fact that they're trying to make it look cartoony and be like Smash Brothers, when most of the characters
Steve
aren't
Carell.
that. Most of their characters are dark and realistic, so they should have gone for a more realistic style.
So pretty much what you're saying is that they need Shadow the Hedgehog to guest star in this game.
Yeah.
Ass.
And next, Soul Calibur.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see what else. That they said that PlayStation 1 classics are coming to the Vita.
What's that mean?
Pretty much they're only going to allow certain PS1 games onto the Vita.
Bastards.
It's like, what's the point in that? If all PS1 games can be played on the PSP, why can't they be played on the Vita?
Money, dear boy.
I'll never understand Sony when it comes to region locking stuff. Anyway, then they said Call of Duty is coming to the Vita.
Oh, yay!
So another generic FPS. Then they showed off Assassin's Creed for the Vita.
Oh my.
Before moving on to the proper Assassin's Creed. Then they showed off Far Cry 3's co-op. So again, another FPS. Then they showed off the thing which everybody just went gaga for.
Lady?
Nah, they showed off Harry Potter.
Oh gosh. I thought we got over that whole Harry Potter gaming
Yeah,
phase. You remember back in the day on GameCube they had Harry Potter
Well,
games?
it wasn't exactly Harry Potter. It was basically this wonder book. And
Oh yeah, what the hell is that?
yeah, it's literally it's trying to get people to read more. And you buy the special book, you show it in front of the camera, and it brings the book to life as you try and complete mini games and figure out more about it. So the story is told and you're reading along, but it's bringing everything to life. And the thing they showed off first one was a new Harry Potter story, where you're creating different spells.
Here's a question. Why don't we just read book?
Yeah, exactly. Because somebody brought up a completely relevant point on Twitter. It's like, if you want to get the Wonder Book to work, first of all you have to buy the book, then you have to buy the PlayStation Eye, and obviously you need the console to run it. So it's a lot cheaper just to buy a book.
Just about a book, yeah.
It's like, oh god,
The
what?
book still comes alive in front of my TV. Oh my god.
Then
They
buy a
do-
pop-up
they-
book.
They do if you take LSD.
That's true. That is very true. And then you go on murderous rampages. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Is it you?
yeah, everything they just kind of showed off is basically just a pop-up book with mini games. It's just pointless.
Pop-up books already have many games. You see that little tab? Move it up and down, and the giraffe's mouth moves like it's talking to you.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
and
am at a loss at the unintelligence
Yeah.
of this.
and then they showed off the new God of War.
Oh my gosh! I never thought they'd come back.
Yeah,
When's the third one supposed to be the last one? Oh wait, we can't stop at 3.
yeah.
I learned that. We have compulsive must make 4 syndrome.
Yes, I will not understand why people go gaga for God of War.
Because they have sex mini games, duh.
They do. I'm playing that game right now.
Oh no, right, let's
Yeah,
go!
that's my only experience with God of War is the one sex minigame I saw a video of and I was like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and the rest of the game is basically quick time events and the same repetitive finishing move again and again and again.
So it's like playing Sonic Unleashed. Genius.
Yeah. Why do you think
Oh my
most
God,
people
that
said
game-
that the Werehog was like God of War?
I see it. I see
That
it now.
game sucks so much.
But Sonic gets to be a werewolf.
I was never more disappointed with the video game until Sonic Unleashed.
Use Final Fantasy 13.
And
And I still have a love-hate relationship for that game.
if
You really do.
if your biggest gaming disappointment was Sonic Unleashed, you've been incredibly sheltered.
Yeah, I kind of have.
She lives in an Amish community.
Oh my gosh, amazing!
I know, right?
How did you even power the 360?
I
Cow juices.
We put a cow on a giant hamster wheel.
I don't have any
Go,
consoles
Colin.
from this generation. I played Sonic Unleashed at a friend's house.
Which
So all I have is my PS2 and my GameCube. It's really sad.
Boyfriend's Xbox.
Yeah. I play on his Xbox. That's about it.
That's what she said.
Oh,
Totally.
yeah.
And then
Anyway, let's move on.
yeah, and then just to end the conference, they showed The Last of Us, which actually looks pretty good.
The zombies.
No, that's The Last of Us is the new Naughty Dog game. It's,
Yeah, we were at our library yesterday, and one of the librarians was actually talking to us about that game.
yeah,
It was pretty funny. She's like, I'm gonna have to get a PS3 just for this game. I was like, okay.
yeah. It was actually really good, and it was pretty much the best thing Sony had on show there.
It looked awesome. I mean, from what I saw.
Yeah. Preston just kept going, it looks like I Am Legend.
But then from ending on a high note to starting with a high note, for Nintendo's press conference, they finally revealed Pikmin 3 for the Wii U.
Yes!
Which-
And I can hear Chris. I can hear him right now. And he's singing hymns of praise.
Yeah,
I love Pikmin.
Everyone loves Pikmin.
yeah,
I feel like they're screwed up though.
yeah. It's not gonna have it's not gonna have Captain Olimar in it. That's gonna be part of the story. You're gonna have four.
I
I can't do that!
will reign Nintendo.
You're gonna have four new characters to play as at the same time,
Oh gosh.
and the gamepad is gonna be used to show your map in sort of like an RTS style. So from what it looks like, you'll be able to just like click on each character using the gamepad and just drag them along so they can move to each location a lot quicker. So
Less hours to play a game. Sounds quicker and more and like you'll be done. You'll be like unsatisfied.
yeah,
You know?
it just also seems like Pikmin 2 with more stuff, fair enough. Especially with the rock Pikmin.
I'm sure Captain Olimar will be like an unlockable.
Well, it's going to be part of the story apparently as to why he's not playable. But
He better
Yeah.
be an unlockable.
yeah, then they revealed that YouTube, Hulu, and Netflix are coming to the Wii U.
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
I
It'll be
wanted
the
to
day.
play video games on my game console. I really don't want to play video games at all. I just kind of want to, dick around on it.
yeah,
That's the
That's right.
person that watches Netflix on his Xbox.
I watch it when it's free.
On Netflix?
Yeah. You have to pay for it.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
there's certain times on Xbox will be free, and I like how it functions, so I can like fast forward and rewind easy.
yeah,
Skip. I like that. But
yeah.
ultimately,
Yeah.
right.
Then Nintendo actually confirmed that you can actually use two gamepads instead of just one.
Well, I
Yeah.
hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, that would kind of screw up the idea of two-player.
Well, the whole thing was, they said that it's not going to be doable right from the start. It's like future games that come out for the Wii U will be able to use 2 gamepads, but most of the ones at launch will only be able to use 1. So, then they showed off new Super Mario Bros. U.
Hooray! Rehash!
Yeah. Which allows you to use, which is it's basically like Rayman Legends. It's like you can have 4 players, you know, like racing along like not like normal, but you'll have 1 extra character who is in control of the gamepad and doing like different stuff like throwing out items and stuff like that. But it's kind of like a pity role, really. Then they talked about Batman Arkham City Armored Edition.
That's it. I hate everyone. I hate everyone.
So what's different about that then?
You can use the gamepad for like detective mode, so like you move it around to just have a look around the area. You can also use it to control the remote batarangs. But they've also said there are going to be a few other changes, but they didn't really show much else.
So basically, you can use the new gamepad to control things that you did using the old gamepad. Brilliant!
Yeah. But it's the fact that it's coming out way after the initial release, so the only people who were going to get this game are people who didn't have an Xbox or a PS3.
Yeah,
so,
which in that regards I understand that, but just again, I know nothing about it. Just based on what you've told me, just right now, it doesn't sound like they've added much to it at all.
Yeah, it's like they haven't said there's going to be like anything new, really, in terms of the story or whatever. So it's just.
So why do that? We're just going to port this thing. Come on.
Yeah.
Because ports always work super well.
Yeah.
I played the port to Ultimate Alliance. Guess what? It sucked.
That's ports in general. Then they showed off Scribblenauts Unlimited. So, yeah, more Scribblenauts.
Which is what?
It's basically you put in words and then it actually creates what you said. So you could say like a burning elephant, and it'll actually create a burning elephant, and you can use that as like a special attack or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a very weird game, really. But yeah, that's coming to the Wii U. Then Darksiders 2, Mass Effect 3, which
On the
yeah,
Wii U?
Yeah, Mass Effect 3 for the Wii U. I
want to hear what Noretsu's going to say about that.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting.
I just love the fact that with each entry in the Mass Effect franchise, it seems to go to a new system. Because like the first one was a Xbox exclusive, the second one brought it to the PlayStation, and the third one is now bringing it to Nintendo consoles.
No more.
So it's like the people who play Mass Effect 3 for the Wii U, they're gonna have a ton of like a prologue disc, really, just telling you like this is all that's happened so far.
You don't get to play it, but hear this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They also showed off Tank, which is basically just you're just driving a tank shooting Godzilla-sized enemies. Which, it doesn't look half bad, but I don't think it would be worth full price.
It sounds like one of those DLC games you
Yeah.
buy. Excuse me one moment.
Oh, God.
Anyway.
Yeah. Then they showed off Tekken Tag 2. I think it's Trine 2, something like that. Ninja Gaiden 3. Aliens Colonial Marine, as if we didn't know that already. Wii Fit U, which looks entirely pointless.
Wait, it's called We Fit You?
Yep.
Why does that sound weird? Oh, I see now.
We fit you.
No, thank you, sir.
Oh god, that's giving weird ideas in my head there.
So that's the kind of thing you're into, Cardo. I'll write that down in my journal tonight.
I didn't say what it was, you're just thinking that.
Oh. Or am I?
Preston, shut up.
You shut up!
Then they showed off Sing, which is basically Dance Dance Revolution mixed with SingStar.
Hooray!
So you have to dance and sing at the same time? No, too much work.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah, the whole thing they were trying to prove with that is the fact that the gamepad will show the lyrics.
Oh my.
But the TV shows the lyrics. Never mind. You know what? No.
Exactly. Then to prove just how pointless New Super Mario Bros. U was, they showed off New Super Mario Bros. 2 for the 3DS.
Yay.
So,
Oh my gosh, the 2D, it's blinding.
yeah. Then they showed new Paper Mario Sticker Star.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, what is that?
It's the new Paper Mario RPG.
I love Paper Mario.
Yeah, I love Paper Mario too, but something about saying sticker stars just
Yeah, basically the whole idea is the fact
Sounds
that
dirty.
you go around collecting stickers to use as abilities. So if
badges.
yeah, basically like badges, but you can only use them once.
What?
Not like badges.
So if you want to use the hammer, you have to find a hammer sticker, then use it in battle. And then once you've used it, it's been ripped off and you can't use it again.
That's funny.
Hooray!
I thought, like, Paper Mario was one of those things, like, each installment got better and better, but this just sounds like crap.
Well, Super Paper Mario was crap. This one actually looks like a huge step up.
What are you talking about? That was, like, the best one!
No, the GameCube one was the best one.
No way! Super Paper Mario was
Baby.
awesome.
1,000-year door!
Babies, calm down.
We're gonna argue about this later.
Yep.
Okay.
Then they showed off a new trailer for Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon.
Wow, that took
What,
forever
is that-
to make a sequel.
Is that Luigi's Mansion? Is that the official name of Luigi's Mansion 2?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
How awesome does it look? Or does it look awesome at all?
it does actually look pretty good, but it's one of those games where I'm gonna have to play it to really get a feel as to whether it's truly good or not. I mean, I liked the first one, but
Yeah.
I'm not certain about the sequel. Castlevania Lords of Shadow Mirror of Fate was shown off again for the 3DS. Which, yeah, it's just more Castlevania.
Let's traverse a castle.
Yep. Epic Mickey Power of Illusion.
Yeah, that did not need a sequel.
Wait, is that the one for the 3DS?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Isn't that the one that looks like Mega Drive sprites?
yeah. And it's like, it's kind of because it's going to be based off Castle Illusion. The Mega Drive game, I believe it was for the Mega Drive. It's going to be based off that, so it's kind of like drawing inspiration from it.
But still, why would a 3DS game use Mega Drive sprites?
Then they showed off Scribblenauts Unlimited for the 3DS. Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, which we pretty much know everything about. Then they actually showed off what is basically Grand Theft Auto Lego.
Oh
You
my
got
god.
to be kidding me.
Well, kind of. It's called Lego City Undercover, and it's basically it's a Lego version of GTA, but you're playing as the cop.
So, like, L.A. Noire?
Kind of, yeah, but not as much detective work.
Yeah.
You just keep
But
shooting people, and you puppet hose, Lego hose.
But it's like GTA if you were the cop. That's what L.A. Noire is to me, so...
Yeah, it's kind of like take the other Lego games, like Lego Batman, and expand it with a sandbox land to explore.
Okay, that sounds kind of cool. I like the Lego games.
Yeah.
I can see you having fun. I could have fun with that.
Yeah, it doesn't look half bad. It's definitely one of the better Wii U games they showed off.
You know, that's a sad statement.
Yep.
I'm crying.
Just Dance 4 was shown. Nobody cares. Zombie U again got shown. Which they did actually show off gameplay. Well, they kind of showed off gameplay. It was all a CG trailer which showed off like what it was. So it's a third-person shooter, but they're saying that I believe it's like you've got one life, so you have to. Oh, I believe it was that. It's all about survival, really. So it's basically what Resident Evil used to be.
Okay.
That's kind of cool. I like the idea of that.
Yeah. So it's basically just taking what Resident Evil used to be and putting it into a Wii U game. And that's where that... I think for that Wii U video where the guy was saying, oh, I didn't upgrade my scanner or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what it was. That was Zombie U being played.
Yeah, I figured.
And then they showed off the thing which basically dragged on way too much. Nintendo Land.
Wait, what is that?
It's basically going to be their launch title and do what Wii Sports did.
Oh, okay.
The whole idea of it is that cause, I mean, obviously Wii Sports was basically just like 4 mini games, which got you used to using the Wii remote.
Yeah.
Right.
Nintendo Land is going to do the same in that it's going to be a range of different mini games, which are all going to be themed after a different Nintendo franchise. So like you got a Legend of Zelda one, an Animal Crossing, F-Zero and stuff like that. But they're all going to be mini games. And it's just going to be like getting you used to using the Wii U's functions.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's like people were really... Yeah, the demo was really, really long and they stretched it out way too much. But it's like, because it's a launch title which is going to be showing off just the basics of the Wii U, it doesn't look half bad. It's just, it's just getting you used to the Wii U. That's what it is. That's what it was. And everybody was going, oh god, Nintendo Land's gonna suck. Blah, 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 blah. You can't blame them because it's just it's aimed more at the casual crowd.
So is the Wii though. Like I thought again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought with the Wii U they were gonna try and appeal to like hardcore gamers again.
Well, yeah, but it's like Nintendo Land clearly isn't the game for the hardcore gamer. It's to try and get the casual crowd in. Because obviously Nintendo have to bring the casual audience along with them from the Wii, and obviously they're hoping that Nintendo Land will do that. It's like, and then after the conference, really for game trailers, they showed off Project P100.
What's that?
That was Platinum Games' new game. Which it's basically Pikmin but with superheroes.
Okay.
Explain yourself.
You control a group of superheroes, and each one has like their own unique ability, and you can like switch in between them to like defeat enemies and to destroy big bosses and stuff like that. That's basically all they really showed off about it. It didn't look half bad, but I kind of need to see more about it to really say more. But I mean, the people they were saying who were actually making it, the big names really, are the people behind like Bayonetta. So I'm going,
Oh yeah.
okay, you've got my interest with that. So,
Really? That's odd.
but yeah, that was basically Nintendo's press conference, and it's like people were saying, "Oh God, it sucked. It was the most boring one." It's like, wasn't that bad, but I can see why people thought it was a bit slow. But then again, Nintendo never really bring their A game to E3. They generally save their stuff for the Tokyo Game Show.
Okay.
So I'm not really. Everybody was really shocked that Nintendo's press conference kind of sucked, but it's like, I'm not surprised because Nintendo generally make all their announcements at the Tokyo Game Show. So
Okay.
I wasn't expecting too much. So yeah. But then they had their at 2 a.m. this morning really. They had their 3DS conference.
Okay.
Which I stayed up for because I was hoping they would at least announce at least one new game.
Yeah.
Nope. Everything they showed off, we already knew.
That sucks.
Yeah, they talked about Castlevania, Luigi's Mansion, Epic Mickey, Paper Mario, Kingdom Hearts, Scribblenauts, Lego Batman 2, Transformers Prime, Rabbids Rumble, Heroes of Ruin, Pokemon Black and White 2, the new Pokemon apps, and then new Super Mario Bros. 2. That's basically all they talked about, and it was just like no surprise reveals. They just expanded on what we already knew. So
They need to
Also-
make an Animal Crossing for the 3DS.
yeah, they
That's what
didn't
I'm waiting for.
they didn't talk about Animal Crossing at all.
That's messed up.
I know my mum was disappointed because she actually wants Animal Crossing.
I love Animal Crossing so much.
But yeah, I mean that was basically all the E3 press conference, and it's like, to me, hands down, Ubisoft had the best, with Sony kind of coming a close second and Nintendo in third. But yeah.
Wait. So how many conferences were there? Was it just Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, EA, and Ubisoft? Was it just 5?
Yeah, it was just those. I mean, Konami had one as like a pre-E3 conference. But I didn't catch that, and they didn't really show off much.
That seems like such a waste of like a big thing for like such little payoff.
Yeah, it's like as terms of E3s go, this was easily one of the most boring.
Yeah, but I swear people said that last year and the year before.
Nah,
Yeah.
I personally thought last year's and the year before weren't actually that bad. They definitely had a lot more announcements than this year. For me, I can basically sum up each press conference one by one. It's like, Microsoft is, we don't care about games anymore. Check out our entertainment apps and pay more for it.
Yeah.
EA is, here's some more games that you already own. Ubisoft is, we're actually trying. That's literally why they had the best one. Sony is, check out everything we have with our enormous egos while you suck on our cocks.
Check out Cancer.
It's literally my impression of Sony. It's just like, they have the biggest egos when it comes to E3, especially.
They
We
always
made
have.
PS2.
Like, ever since the PS3 came out, they're like, oh, we have the best graphics, therefore we are the best. Like, no, you're not.
Yeah. It's like, and when it comes to E3, they have the biggest stage. It's like all these people, and you can just see the smugness in their faces of everybody who comes on stage. Oh,
I make money.
yeah. And with Nintendo, it's please buy the Wii U.
Yeah, they're really. That's good. Fill it with everything you got. Put everything you can. This game must succeed.
Yeah. That is basically E3 2012 in a nutshell.
It sucked.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Oh,
More
God.
exciting than, like, a library convention.
Yeah, it's kind of sad when even I could organise a better event.
Yeah.
God.
That's just boring.
I actually swear
Was more
most of the-
exciting than that.
I swear most of the actually truly interesting stuff has actually been happening on the show floor.
Yeah.
So it's just like all the new trailers that have been coming out. So those have been the most interesting thing. Everything at the press conferences has been a colossal disappointment. So yeah, and just see, even just talking about the E3 is just taking the life out of all of us.
Yeah, I'm like ready. Like when we get off here, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah. That is what E3 2012 was, a snore fest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we go now?
Yeah.
So we can sleep.
Time.
We're gonna
Angry at the same
yeah.
time.
we'll end this here. So this has been Carter 1989 with ZZ, Preston, and thank you FTA for joining us.
No worries, dude. Thank you for having me, even though I had nothing to add to this.
Yeah, we brought a bit of life to it because otherwise we really wouldn't have been able to get through it.
No, probably not.
Fighting an army. We just wanted to get to that castle and save our princess.
But unfortunately,
Again.
she was in another castle.
Oh, darn!
Yeah. Again. So this has been the Blazecast for Post E3 podcast. We'll see you next month for some proper news and hopefully we'll have a bit more life by then. Yeah.
Alright.